So before I start, just want to say, obviously, change your look a bit now. Earlier, Katie looked amazing, so we'll call her a little round of applause for Katie. So before I did the speech, I really want to make sure it was a good speech and stuff, so I googled a few tips online to see how to do a good speech. And one of the tips to stay calm and relaxed during public speaking was to picture everyone naked. But Google,
You want to do that?
yeah, exactly. Google nowadays, eh? So as you all know, us siblings are a really close unit, really get on very well, and we've all got a great relationship with Ella Swim. But I would definitely say that me and Ella Swim relationship is a little bit different to the rest. We didn't have the whole big muscles, low IQ thing in common, so we actually have to connect on a verbal level. Yeah, so we were very close.
You better start running.
So we were very close from a young age. The majority of our childhood, we shared a room in Mum's old house in Heelberry. So yeah, we shared a room for a lot of youngster life, and it was really good. And understandably, growing up, we've seen a lot of each other. So I can confirm Katie is definitely with him for his personality. So from deep chats to pranks and games, I have a lot of really fond memories living with Ella Swin. So just what I want to do is just give you a quick run through of what a night in mine and Ella Swin's room would look like, while also showing you that I know everyone here thinks the world of Ella Swin, and so they should, but Ella Swin can be selfish, dishonest, and disgusting. So, throughout the evening, we would chill with the family, play games, have dinner, etc. And then Mum would send us off to bed, we'd go to the bedroom, our bedroom, lights off, and that's when the fun began. So, first thing we'd do is we'd play Xbox, we'd turn the Xbox on and play FIFA. I would usually go Brazil, he would usually go Argentina, which at the time was a bit unfair considering Argentina's main striker was Lionel Messi, best player in the world, and my main striker was Man City's third choice, Joe. Slightly unfair. But anyone who lives in Mum's old house knew that the stairs were very creaky, so obviously we have to try and hide it, try and not let Mum find out we were playing FIFA. So once that first stair would creak, we knew we had about a 10-15 second window to try and turn everything off and get into bed. So
It's not coming out.
the Xbox would make a really loud noise. It would make a really big humming noise, it was really loud. So we had to make a decision. Did we turn the Xbox off, lose the game, so the game was null and void, or did we leave the Xbox on and just turn the TV off and hope Mum wouldn't find out and then be able to continue the game after? So usually the deciding factor is Ella Swim winning? If Ella Swim was winning, it would be, yeah, come on bro, leave it on. If Ella Swim was losing, bro, come on, it's rude on Mum. Turn it off. So that does prove that Ella Swin can be selfish. So after Mum would leave, we'd have about a 30-minute chat about Marvel, football, girls, whatever it was at the time. And at one point I would jump into his bed, to a separate bed, jump into his bed, and we would cuddle. By his own request, yeah, considering I was about the size of a hobbit and he was Steroid McGee. And, by his own request, I was Big Spoon and he was Little Spoon. And I know how this might sound, but we used to tickle each other. We would call it tickles, where we would softly stroke each other's arms.
What is going on?
And Ella Swin was adamant that before we go to sleep we did this. Which is why it's lovely to see a Katie up there today and not a Kyle. So the way we would do it is we would take turns and we would make it fair by having a minute each, and we set a timer a minute each. And of course Ella Swin was in charge of the timer. And I remember always when I did him, tickling, my minute always just seemed like the longest minute of my life. So I remember one day I thought I'm building enough courage and I grabbed his phone and checked his phone to see what was going on. only to see that he had paused the timer and was waiting until he had finished having his tickles before he'd pay the timer. So Ellis Wynn can also be dishonest. And then we'd go to sleep, go separate beds. For anyone who grew up with me knew that I was a very, very, very deep sleeper. Nothing would wake me up. Only one thing would wake me up. So for anyone who hasn't lived with Ellis Wynn, he likes to blow his nose. And when he blows his nose, he blows his nose. So I won't say where the snot was going, but all I'm saying is when I wake up, all I would hear was that's all I hear, and I will say, one time, Mum would back me from this. I woke up one morning, and on his wall, which like every 17-year-old was full of posters of Ray Charles and Louis Armstrong, on his wall there was a huge piece of snot, which was so, by the morning it had dried up and solidified, was so thick and strong that Mum was unable just to scrub it off. She had to carve it off.
It's true.
So exactly.
Full on got to it. Full on got to it.
It's true.
One of them paint scrub things, Mum had to carve it off. Disgusting bullshit. So yeah, you should all know that Ellis Wynn has a lot of SDD personality traits. Selfish, dishonest, disgusting. Yeah, no, to be fair, me and Ellis Wynn have a lot of amazing memories together growing up, as he would say. But it wasn't all great. So, when Ellis Wynn was younger, he suffered a lot with his speech. So we had to attend speech therapy. And when I was younger, I suffered a lot with my stutter. I had a really bad stutter. So whenever we'd have an argument, it'd be going on for hours. It would end up with him. It would end up with me going for his speech therapy. Me going Ellis Wynn, and with him going silly. It was savage. It's true. But on the other hand, we had a lot of these inside jokes, quotes and phrases that no one else understood, where he would say one thing and I would say one thing back relevant to that thing. So for example, we used to love the Wolverine Origins X-Men movie, where it was about two brothers who fought against each other, made up, and then ended up fighting everyone else together as best friends. So they were called, those brothers were called Jimmy and Victor. So if he would ever say Jimmy, I would return it with Victor, and that was our little thing. So the one thing that really defines mine and Ellison's relationship is that after being in one of these hours-long sprees where we were really trying to dig at each other, every personal thing, all it would take to finish the argument was one of us to say Jimmy, and then we'd say Victor, and we'd be best friends again. So the point is, no matter what happens, bro, I'll always have you back, and I love you. Because you may have your faults, annoying, protein farts, and that unfortunate hairline.
I've never ended you.
But you genuinely are a good man, who under all those unfinished tattoos has a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Lastly, I want to remind you, bro, that, also I know I've told you this and I've told people this, that whenever I was young and I was asked about who my idol was and my role model was, I always used to say Ellis Wynn. Because I couldn't ask for a better brother and a best friend. So, Brofsky, Victor, Stars, Hitzel, Stifler, I love you and I'm super proud of you, bro. Lastly, I want to give a massive welcome to Katie Benham, sorry. You fitted in lovely with all of us. We all think so much of you. We love you. I'm pretty sure you're Isla's hero. So we love you loads. So massive welcome, Kate. Big welcome. And then so Mr. and Mrs. Benham, congratulations. Good luck.
C'è la luna, mezzo mare, mamma mia, mi maradare. Figli mia, cutterare, mamma mia, pensaccia tu. Sitte ogni pisciaolo, ite va, ite viene sempre baccalare del mano bene. Se ci picchia fantasia, baccalare, figli mia. Oh mamma, la 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 la. Oh mamma, la 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 la. Mama dear, come over here and see who's looking in my window. It's the baker boy and look, he's got a canola